Howdy folks, Olin here. Today I'm going to be running through Secret World's 2014 Halloween mission. It's called The Broadcast. I accidentally sort of started it a bit ago, but when you log in, you're going to get like a little icon down here where you can listen to Dave Screed talk about how crazy this crazy scary broadcast that he's getting. So you need to find his shortwave radio. Which is located here in the hub city of New York. And if you don't know who Dave Screed is, he's the guy who runs the laundromat, if I recall correctly. Yeah, he's the laundromat guy. So, fun times. He's basically a gigantic conspiracy theory guy. And you can repeat this mission while the event is running. The mission thing is right here. I've not actually run it through yet because I figured, record the first time I play this thing. Shortwave radio is clearly marked. Yay for clear marking. I don't think much of the rest of it is, but where are you? There we go. Is it in the garbage? It is in the garbage. I found it! Oh yay, AP that I do not need at the moment. Dear David Screed, longtime reader, first-time writer. I'm a fan. I have managed to collect every issue of weird nonfiction, except the second issue. Strange how every copy vanished. Your pursuit of the truth is commendable, the places you go. I hope it would not be presumptuous of me to point you in a specific direction. Number stations. Ooh, number stations are fun. A man of your interests may know of this odd phenomenon. Mysterious broadcastings, those flat voices, numbers in the night. What immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? Mathematicians are an arrogant lot, as if mathematical objects were tools for us to command, as if they bowed to our whim, as if we and all the heavenly bodies of the universe were not ruled by numbers. There are many theories on the nature and purpose of number stations, some wild, some not wild enough. I imagine your readers have notions of their own. The question is, David Screed, what are you prepared to believe? Feel free to write back. I would cherish further correspondence. Your #1 fan, The Presenter. Please excuse any mistakes in my English. I learnt it by listening to radio dramas. Fantastic. Okay. Oh wow, there's more letters. Dear David Screed, first, to answer your last question, I used a Fibonacci sequence. Second, I thank you. These months of correspondence have been a pleasure. I do hope the leads I lent you to good. I do hope the leads I sent led you to good places, yes? You have many questions. Let us try our hand at why. I am convinced you are prepared to believe much, David, so I will say it plain. The sole purpose of the broadcast was to contact the dead, to search the resonating frequency that can be used to communicate search for a resonating frequency that can be used to communicate with realms beyond our own. They are listening. How? My research used to be supported by government, never mind which one, my life's work. But the project closed. I was destroyed. It took much medication to bring me out of the gloom, and good news. I received corporate sponsorship, never mind which one. I happily moved along with the project. The funding, David. The vast resources I gained. My work continues. Why am I telling you all this? Maybe information is a kind of contagion. Maybe I want this transmitted. Maybe a secret is not worthwhile unless you whisper it just loud enough to be overheard. Your #1 fan, The Presenter. Dear David Screed, who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Ah, fantastic. I use that one a lot. Anywho, apologies. I am listening to some old recordings. The golden age of radio was a fantastic time. The audio drama, the theater for the mind. Something was lost when it went away, but with the advent of digital devices and podcasts, something of its ghost returns. My hand trembles, David. Not fear, excitement. My work reaches a new phase. You will want some proof. Try listening in on frequencies I gave you. Try investigating those places where people are buried. Listen. I have the resources now, radios placed throughout the world. Imagine, simultaneous broadcasting of the signal, causing mirroring ripples in the ether. We will get their attention. I must go now. I must begin. I'm so excited. I do not know what I would do if this fails. Just one more audio drama first. I may not be able to write you after this, David. Perhaps I'll contact you. Your #1 fan, The Presenter. Yeah, fantastic. So, go to places related to death. The easiest places to find those would be probably Kingsmouth Isles. They're pretty obvious there. Um, oh yeah, I mentioned I don't need much AP at the moment. I have a full wheel. I could use more in the augment wheel, but you know, I'm not a big fan of running scenarios constantly. I can run them every once in a while, but you know, it's just not really my thing. Alrighty. Probably run some. There's a special scenario weekend next weekend after Halloween is over. I'll probably run a couple then. Okay. Off to Kingsmouth. Why? Because, you know, all over the place in Kingsmouth. Which of course means, yep, you guessed it, more zoning. Yay. Alrighty. So, from what I gather, there's one of these radios in every zone. I figure the safe assumption in Kingsmouth is that it is by the graveyard. Seems reasonable, right? Seeking a shortwave radio in places related to death. You know what? Die, zombies. Oh, oops. That one did not die. Bastard. Alright. Oh, for the love of... Yeah, I still don't have, Ooh! Okay. Broadcast. Loathsome, horrible death, yes. Oh, fantastic! Sepia tones. Oh, there it is.
I'm glad you brought up the question of ethics, Ed. Sometimes I think science is too ethical.
This is kind of fantastic.
No, David. Take your work for example. Wonderful. But you have to be very
Actually running an old radio play?
with monkeys is about as far as you should go right now.
Oh, but Ed, David is past that stage. Why not show Ed
That's
what he's
great.
got to say, Dom?
That is just great. I was sort of expecting them all to be number stations, but no.
Last night after you injected poison.
I'll get it.
Alright.
Thank you, dear. It's in the second cage. Ruth's a wonderful girl, David.
I could actually just sit here and listen to this for a while, but,
She ever gets too interested in pure science. I could unlock her out of the lab and just make her go back to being a wife. Ruth means more to me than all the discoveries I might make. Her happiness is all I live and work for. Well, I guess
okay.
that's right. She's a very charming person.
Here he is.
Same one you
Six
call
to
on, right, Ed?
6,236 kilohertz.
Healthy and alive as
Alright.
Quite. It's amazing.
So, second place related to
All the
death.
experiments along
Let us go to...
David can't
where?
He's ready for the next one.
Obviously it's gonna be... let's just go to... where is it? Savage Coast. But where in the Savage Coast? Doo-doo-doo. So there's a There's an achievement for exercising all the receivers, which grants you a paranormal shortwave radio. Does that? I would love it if that just let you listen to like random, like the broadcasts that are being played. That would be amazing. Um, I do not know, but I have a. Oh, that's cute. I have a little buff saying I remember the frequency. That's handy. All right, more zoning. Woo! Yeah. Oh right. Yeah. So this picture, I guess, is of the Black House. That seems as good a spot for related to death in Savage Coast as any, right? The Black House. I've got to show you folks the Black House at some point. It is a fantastic, fantastic little mission. It really, really is. There is nothing not fun about it. It's just a creepy, 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 fantastic little place. Oh, oops, I don't have the. There we go. Ooh. Yes. Can you hear that? Ta-da! Oh, that's just great. So this is the Black House. The Black House is fantastic. So you can't get in the front door because it knocks you back. So you have to sneak your way in. So there's also lore, I think, out here originally, so that's how you get the lore. There's also all sorts of fun stuff downstairs. You know, it's easier to miss the fantastic. Yeah, so I don't know if you can tell, but in the without the sepia, this coming down the walls, it's all blood. So.
Yeah, didn't that leave you high, huh? Left me feeling treetop tall. That was Louis Armstrong's I Can't Give You Anything But Love. And that's all
Wow.
time for on the Hot and Mellow Hour.
Okay. So.
Yes, this is Smiley Smith, your favorite disc jockey. I hope the host of the Hot and Mellow Hour home for the season. I'll be back again tomorrow night, minus the music, but the room to side. Tomorrow night, Friday night, as you know.
Come on.
Here at TSW and have I got a son?
There we are.
If you remember, I planted my wire recorder in the steam room at a ladies' Turkish bath and let you listen in on the playback, remember?
Ladies' Turkish bath. Eesh.
Leave the studio. Do you know where I'm going? Your friend Smiley is going to spend the night in a haunted house.
Ooh, he's spending the night in the haunted house. Yeah.
Spook hunt in a haunted house. I'm bringing a little old wire recorder along with me, and if you tune in tomorrow evening at this time, you'll learn what it's like to spend a night in a haunted house. Ain't that something? A real haunted house. No kidding. 4 people.
That's kind of fantastic. So the broadcast about spending the night in the haunted house takes place is broadcast in a haunted house. That is just great. All right. I'm actually quite enjoying these things thus far. Next spot, off to Blue Mountain, probably Abenaki gravesite. That makes sense. They have a whole little graveyard thing there, so I do wonder if, like, the only time that you can exercise these things is when you have the mission active. Because you only need to find three, if I recall correctly, like, you only need to find these three frequencies, and then you're fine. So, like, will it let you find a fourth radio and exercise it? Yeah, let's find out. Oh, someone went through and cleared up the cove. These guys, you can actually, they have a little ecology of their own. It's kind of fun. You can really clear up the area, like the watered area. Hmm. Yeah, because what, there are these little spawn things out on the these little pods that appear on the shore that are carried there by little zombies, and the pods spawn the big monsters, and there's a spawner out in the ocean that'll spawn the little zombies. So if you take care of the little spawners, it just clears out the area. Yeah, go figure. Anywho, Blue Mountain. Alright, where are we headed? We are headed to their graveyard, which was where? Now I forget. It has been a while. I think it's like up there-ish. Anyhow, let us travel the most entertaining way I know how. That never gets old. Okay. Alright, so let us find the graveyard, shall we? It's been too long since I've spent any time at all in this zone. Alright. Oh. Come on, let's just run on through. I can do that, right? Ah, no. Okay. So, where are you, graveyard? I know there's a way to open that thing, but for the life of me, no clue how to do it. What? Oh, no, that's just a radio. Oh, right. Their graveyard is up here. please.
It is also a story about teleportation. Do you know what those things mean? I didn't think you did, but you stay right where you are, my charming friend, and you're quite likely to find out. You just stay right there and listen. I'll tell you everything you want to know. And maybe a couple of things you're not terribly anxious to know.
There you are.
Ever see the Northern Lights? Aurora Borealis is their right name. You don't see them very often below the 50th parallel of latitude in this country, but up in northern Minnesota and Canada, upper New York, places like that, they're quite common in the winter night. If you've seen them, you know what they look like. If you haven't, there's no use my trying to describe them. Sometimes they fill a whole northern sky with waves of color, like a fire burning way beyond the horizon. Sometimes they're just long streamers of fire filling up the whole sky. And another time they look like gigantic fringed curtains of pure light, swaying as if some cold cosmic breeze plucked at them, way far off there to the north. And you can hear them too sometimes.
Oh, that music.
Well,
Oh, I gotta love it.
hear 'em.
You really do.
There's a
Okay.
sound, a humming.
Okay. So, let us see if I can... Well... Well, now for the sake of this, I'm actually just gonna... Because you can repeat this thing every 18 hours. Next time I play, I'll see if I can do more than 3 at once. This time, just gonna press on. Okay, so these little message things, this is how you pick up the broadcast mission in the first place. So...
Hey, yeah, hi, Screed again. Look, if you need any information about number stations, check out my database at the laundromat, okay? It's all there.
And now, coming to you from the classiest radio station on the air, this is...
Huh. Well, that's certainly interesting. Off to the laundromat then. Woo! Back to New York City. Alright. Okay. Off to the laundromat. Use Dave Screed's computer to find the broadcast location.
You nearly made me shit my backup flash drive.
Alright. Deleted mail, newsletter archives, and all other personal information. Blocked most of the research. Leah from my D&D group thinks I shouldn't trust you to access my computer at all. She's so damn paranoid sometimes. Anyway, you can access my research on number stations in the research folders. Just that folder, though, to be safe. Okay, so research folders. So, number stations. Please enter frequency. 7307. Broadcast by Papa November, Magnetic Fields, and the Lonely Patriot. 6236. Oh. 3-note oddity, tension station, and the Lonely Patriot. 6587. The counting station, the Lonely Patriot, and Cuban. Can I? Spanish? Yeah. That is the only linkage between the three of them. Fantastic. Okay, so language English Russian, suspected affiliation ex-KGB, physical location tracked to a former Soviet satellite dish outside Harboresty in Wallachia. Many locked doors in the area. Notes this one has changed recently. The broadcast used to be a Russian voice, but now it just plays old-time radio shows. Yeah, fantastic. Okay. So, besieged farmlands. More zoning. Woo! Ooh, yay. Okay. Hey, look. Snurmigal. Yeah, Nurmigal. Summon Nurmigal? Yeah, filth kitty. You're cute. Filthy tendrils all over the place. Okay. Right. Woo. That is what? Shadowy. Really? Oh. Yeah, it's the besieged farmlands. Why does the... Oh, okay, okay. That's something else entirely. Yoink into a portal. Okay. More zoning! Woo! Alrighty. Oh, okay. So, let's go to the Red Hand Observatory then, shall we? Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Obviously, no one is doing any of these missions related to anything in the observatory. I should be fighting, but... if I don't have to, I can live with that. Oh, there you are, guy. With your pumpkin head. Hey, I can do that too. Yeah, no, let's not use that head. No. There we go. The head-o-lantern. Rah. Glowing Halloween head. Oh, Death Squad. Let's see here. Oh. I messed that up. to the Lonely Patriot. Well, actually, let's get rid of this silly hat first. There we go. Yeah, top hat. Much more refined. Silly top hat. Fantastic. Okay. I'll admit, I did see someone running through this part of the mission, and it looks like it might slightly be a pain in the ass. Just small chance. Because there's an achievement for killing the guy without... Like, there are these things that spawn just constantly ads, and there's an achievement for killing the guy here without turning those things off. Ah, bloody. Oh, that's fun. Let's see here. Hello, you. Huh. Alright. That's fantastic. I'll admit I'm... Ah! Where am I going now? So, I'll admit, I'm a little disappointed that we haven't really heard any number stations yet. Because those things are fun, and they can actually be fairly creepy. Oh, that's nice. Alright. Oh god. Shades of those terrifying Kaidan kids. You know the ones I'm talking about, those bloody freaking one-hit instant kill. Yeah. Oh, hey. Lore? Alright. I did not mean to use my dodge there, but you know, that works. Alright. Hello, Mr. Presenter. Ah, where are you? So I'm in eternal... Where are you? There we are. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So these are number stations. And they're really creepy sometimes. You gotta love them. Let's pick up my loot. I thought I saw some loot over here. No? Okay. Well. Use the presenter's computer. Alright. The journal. Entry Nye. The date, an irrelevant waste of concentration, bowing prostrate to time. It is now. Soon time will have little meaning. There will only be forever. I do not normally do this. I normally keep my journal within my mind museum. I close my eyes, I see the book, I turn its pages. Method of Loki. But I need to put down a record. Someone must see. I will write this in English so that my words spread on their widest vector. Listening to the House in Cypress Canyon and then to War of the Worlds. Listen to this House in Cypress Canyon and the War of the Worlds. I adore the old radio dramas. They recharge my mind, spark my imagination, allow me to access the museum within my mind. Sleep becomes unnecessary. It is how I learned English. I practice my presenter voice. My impression of Orson Welles is getting quite good. I am corresponding with one Dave Screed, a conspiracy theorist. He is tenacious. He even touches the truth. I read his weird non-fiction magazine. The world must know of my work. We take what scribes we can get. All right. Sometime later. A setback, contemplated suicide, even loaded the gun. I thought, I shall listen to one more drama. I listened to Death Robbery. It saved my life, as I was not yet satisfied. I then listened to Ghost Hunt, and 3 Skeleton Keys. By the time it was over, some of my gloom passed. I will reflect. When I began, I had government support in the Red Hand Project. That was when I created The Lonely Patriot, The Signal, trying to tune it in just so. The project collapsed. I nearly ended my life that night as well. Then I received corporate sponsorship, the resources. My ideas could finally see proper scope. I'm close, and now I have returned to this dead Red Hand facility where it all began. I will finish. Even later still. A breakthrough. It came to me while I listened to the thing on the floorboard. The thing on the flowerboard. I contacted my corporate sponsors at once. Arachi's reach is vast. We place radios throughout the world, in places close to the death. Arachi assured me that such places existed, conveniently near locations where they already have camps and research teams deployed. Oh, so convenient. It is nearly done. Mirroring, that is the key. Simultaneous broadcasting of varied signals, each discordant with one another, causing mirrored ripples into the ether. We will get their attention. Even later still. Oh, no, okay. We are the last. What did I do wrong? My calculations seem perfect. Is it some mundane detail? My corporate sponsors are asking for results. I deleted all of the emails. I cannot face them. Tonight, I think I will end it. I will float away with the numbers and all the terrible echoes that refuse to answer my call. I listen to the Shadow People, Northern Lights, and the Hitchhiker. It is time now. And then numbers. My God, it is so beautiful. Screams stretched on crystal. This is forever. Came to me the answer. As I died, they can hear me now. The dead. The living too. I am the presenter. This is my show. Oh, that's a fantastic little ending there. Okay, so let us find this last message from Dave Screed.
Hello? Yeah, Screed again. Oh, you still here? So, I guess you survived poking the hornet's nest, huh? I tell you, I'll never be able to sit comfortably around a radio again. It's gonna be TV's next, I swear. I already have reoccurring nightmares of Rod Serling shivving me in the shower while smiling and monologuing. Yeah, just smiling and monologuing, smiling and... Okay, anyway. Radio waves, they're kind of a purgatory. Think about it. What's a ghost, huh? What's a ghost but an echo of a living person? Radio waves are all full of talking ghosts, flying off into the void, mumbling and repeating their follies in a loop forever. Hitler's still making his speeches in the void. The Shadow investigates evil in other solar systems. NASA keeps planning out how to send explorers into deep space, right? But we already have. We keep pumping out ghost astronauts into the cosmos. Hitler and the Shadow will find the next inhabitable planet long before any of the living do. Our ambassadors, they'll just keep going. Inverse square law means they'll get quieter and quieter. But you gotta figure out there's something out there, you know, we're way out there with big goddamn ears. Makes me think that... Did you hear that? Listen.